Okay, so I watched a couple of videos. It's actually not complicated. This whole Gaia thing, it's just not explained. It's not explained right in this manual. And like I said earlier, they had that expectation that you kind of understand how to play the game before you read the solo section. But even then, it's not explained. Well, I guess if you have more understanding of the game, you might be able to figure it out. But since I'm totally new to the game, it was very confusing for me. But since we just finished like the first turn, um, I was able to fix um, like the setup. Because our first turn, after we set up everything, including Gaia's panel here, we gave Gaia this is pretty much like the behavior um, for the AI, the six cards here, and then if we go through it twice, the game is over. And Gaia gets like the first to finish bonus. If we still finish before Gaia, then we still get the 7 victory points. But for the first action that I took, that I chose, was the planting, right? So remember how like this panel, it has like two separate, it has like two descriptors at the top and at the bottom, and then that was kind of confusing because at the bottom here there's also a copy of it with like altered stats, but basically the top is a summary of what you can do if you choose that action. The bottom is what the other players would do if you choose that action. So like in the regular panel, in the regular non-solo panel, you can see there's an icon there. There's a top and bottom icon. The top icon is like an individual person, and the bottom icon is like multiplayer. You can see there, like the little icon here, this and this. So this is what you do, and this is what the rest of the players do. So whenever you choose that option. So in our case, I decided to plant. So I took, I drew, I can plant up to 2. And then I also get 4 cards, and then I keep 1. And then Gaia's action is at the bottom. And you can see that there's the Gaia's logo, actually, an icon there on the panel. So it's saying that Gaia is going to take the 3 discarded cards, and it goes into this discard pile here, which is like a scoring mechanism for Gaia. So that's pretty much it. So we're current now with where we're at. So now I'm just going through, let's just go through the manual and see if we can finish this game. Okay. Where were we? We were all the way. And then, the green abilities. We also have to activate abilities. And this is not needed because this is not going to mean anything for this particular turn. So this goes back here. But sometimes Gaia would count, I guess, your soil. Depending on the soil that you have, Gaia will gain points, stuff like that. So, but anyway. So activating abilities, we do have a green ability that we can activate after we planted the, because we used the planting action here. And the ability says, +2 soil for every this particular plant. You can see on the ability panel here at the bottom, right here. It says for every you get 2 soil for every type of plant that is. It's like in red, and it has like a little yin yang kind of, almost yin yang kind of icon there. yeah, if that's planted during this turn, and since we don't have anything like that planted, we planted this Japanese Stawasha, we didn't get that bonus soil. So, but yeah, this game is pretty complex. I mean, there's a lot of things that happens in the game, like a lot of different strategies, and we can also consider, since I just placed this here, once we started planting, we can like kind of move it so that as long as in the end it's like 4 times 4, it's fine. So we're just going to put this here, not to say that this is permanently, it's going to be on the top left. But, you know, once that's building up, we just have to remember that it's 4 max, vertical, and horizontal. So, but anyway, so that's done. So after that is done, and we'll go into detail about the composting and everything else as soon as we choose those actions. So after my turn, now it's Gaia's turn, right? And this is when we activate Gaia's AI card. So draw the top card from her face down stack and place it on face up. So place it here. So we're going to grab this. I'm going to see what it says. In this case, it says compost. So the top instruction there is what we do as a player. And the bottom instruction there is what Gaia is going to be doing. So, and we always have to resolve what we have to do. So in this case, it says we can choose either getting 2 soil, or what is that? Or composting 2. So let me think about this. And the points that you get actually is from this icon over here, this leaf icon on the top left hand corner. So at the end of the game, that's what's gonna get tallied, plus whatever bonuses attached to this, I guess. So in this case, it says I can choose whether to compost 2 or, because I think that icon is for composting. They don't even have like a glossary page for all these different icons, which I think is a mistake. Active player take 2 cards from the draw pile without looking at their front. So that's actually, what is that? Let me just make sure what that means. +2. No, this is compost. Oh, +2. Well, that's planting. What is the one with the circular icon? That would be on the composting. Let me just check to see what that's supposed to mean. Player may gain 5 soil from the supply, placing them in the reserve. The active player then takes 2 cards from the draw pile without looking in the front and places them face down on the compost. Okay, so you can either get 5 soil and or compost 2 from here, not from your hand, but just draw from the earth deck and then just compost it from the draw pile. So since I barely have any soil right now, I should definitely get the soil. So I'll take 2 soil. And then activate red ability. It's very specific, this one. It says activate red, that particular plant, with the yin and yang logo, remember that I showed earlier? So that's very specific. Activate that plant's red ability, but we don't have that, of course. And then, or activate any multicolor ability. And we don't have any multicolor ability. Hold on, do we? Because is this considered like on the island because it has green and the black? Is that considered multicolor? I don't. Maybe not. The abilities are activated by taking a matching action. Multicolored abilities, which consist of blue, yellow, green, and red. What's a very good one? These multicolored abilities are activated in order with any other abilities in the tableau. Cards with two ability colors or with multicolored abilities count each of those colors when scoring. So if a player has a red and yellow ability, they would count. Okay. So that's not considered multicolored. That's just individual color. For scoring purposes, I suppose. Okay. All right. So Gaia is going to get 8. Gonna compose 8 from the draw pile. This is what Gaia is gonna do. Is at the bottom here. Might have to turn on that light again. Yeah. So get 8 plus 1 compost for every compost I gain this turn. Oh shit. Okay, since I gained 2, so Gaia is going to get 2 composts as well. But anyway, let me... there's something else I wanted to check there. I forgot now. It's okay. So Gaia gets 8 of these, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot. 7, 8. Wow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this said that this one has to be, when it's that icon, I think it's supposed to be 2 cards without looking at their front and places them face down in the compost space. But this goes here for Gaia. And then Gaia also gets 2 soil. For each soil I gain this turn. Since I gained 2, now Gaia also gains 2 soil. This is gonna make me cry. I already saved a lot of Yoshi's fur from when when I was brushing her hair. So, but yeah, sometimes we still see remnants. Mostly in the form of her fur, places where she'd been in the past. I remember in the backyard for several weeks. I went to the backyard. I would always find like a hidden poop because she poops in the backyard. Even though I would go back there to clean it up every day, there was like hidden poop, old poop that she left behind. Alright, anyway, okay, so that's done. So now it's our turn again. Humus, commonly known as compost, is the most nutrient-rich part of soil. Oh, okay. That's hummus is like the food, right? How do you pronounce this? Humus? Maybe it's pronounced the same. Um, what was it that I was looking for? I was looking for something in here, but I forgot what it was. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, I see. These actually, they discard I don't know. What is that? What is this for? Let me see. Number 4. This space of face down compost is placed. Oh, okay. And then number 2, number 5 is face up scoring cards are placed. Okay. Well, all composting goes here for her, for Gaia. Okay. And the compost cards are also scoring cards, really. I mean, these are like guaranteed cards that you get to keep that's going to add up to your score. Okay, so now it's my turn again. So now I have to choose what I want to do. I don't have a lot of soil. So, oh, this this is planted. It's down here. And I have a bunch of terrains now in my hand. And they're very expensive. Terrains are very expensive. Like lake is not. This lake is 9. Rainforest is 14. Jungle is 9. Giant forest is 14. So I can't do anything really. I can choose. So the 4 actions you get to choose are from. Let me just check here. Oh, I wanted to check the difficulty thing. Beginner and medium used for upper action spaces were hard and expert and lower action. Beginner and expert are only affected further by the effects listed at the bottom of Gaia's fauna objective cards. Fauna objective cards. What fauna objective cards? Okay, I guess when we see there, we'll see it. Because it says beginner and expert are only affected further by the effects listed at the bottom of Gaia's fauna objective cards. Beginner and medium use the upper action spacers where hard and expert. But why would beginner and expert are only affected further by the effects listed at the bottom of Gaia's fauna objective cards? See, that is very confusing. What does that fucking mean? It's like it's one of those things where, okay, I need to be able to see it. What do you mean by that? If you reveal one of our Gaia's objective cards, follow the directions on the card and place one of Gaia's leaf token on the highest available VP tier. If playing on beginner or expert mode, also apply the effects as indicated in the flavor text. Okay, it will be in the flavor text. Alright. Because I was worried about that. Okay, so it's my turn. Let me see. I need more soil. Or I need a card. So if I do this, plus 4, up to 4 cards, is that like optional how many you get to actually draw? Is that why it says plus 1 growth for every card by you this turn? Is that like optional, or do we have to draw 4? An active player may draw 4 cards from the earth pile and placing them in their hand. There's no limit to the number of cards a player may have in their hand. If the draw pile is ever depleted, simply shuffle the discard pile to create a new draw pile. Do not shuffle in any combos. Then the active player may place up to 2 growth total on their flora with a room on their growth space. Take trunks 1. From the supply and place them onto the floor. Okay. The last growth piece of each canopy is not a trunk. It's a canopy, not a trunk. Okay, that's cool. Growth can only be stored on growth spaces up to the maximum growth number. Player gains more pieces than they can place. Extra growths are immediately lost. The order in which you gain a spread growth can be very important. To be sure, watch these abilities as you plant your cards. As you plant your cards. It can be helpful to place cards you do not want upside down at the back of your hand. This makes it easier to see which cards you might want to compost in the future. Okay, but the question I have is, it says that active player may draw 4 cards from the earth pile. Placing them in hand may draw 4. It's the language here is not very clear. What do you mean may draw? We know at this point, if you choose this, it's not a matter of may draw. It's a matter of, yeah, you want to draw. You know what I'm saying? So what do you mean may draw? So you can choose not to draw? Even if though you choose this action? That doesn't make any sense. So the language doesn't make any sense. Maybe they meant may draw up to 4 cards? Because if Gaia's growth is dependent on the number of cards that you choose to draw, maybe that's when people should consider, like when the player should consider not drawing the maximum 4. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. So let's just do this. And then there's growth. What is the growth? Not that I'm gonna choose growth. I'm just mulling over there. Just trying to understand it, I guess. Number 10 is sprout spaces. So how does growth work? May place up to 2 growth total on their flora. What's the total growth here? So I can choose to do this, but I think it's kind of silly. I'm just trying to understand this action, I guess. But I can put growth here on the Japanese Tawarsha. And looks like, what is that, 4? If you complete the growth up to the canopy on top, you get a completion of 5 points. Canopy completion of 5 points. You get 1 VP per trunk. And then take a trunk from the supply. Number 9, canopy completion bonus. Oh, VP. Oh, I see. Or whatever the amount, the number is. And then 8 is maximum growth number. So up to 3. By 7 growth space. 7. What does that mean? Maximum growth number versus growth space, page 8. Player may place up to 2 growth total on their flora with room on their growth space. A growth space can have as many growths as shown by its maximum growth number. That is confusing. Growth can only be stored in growth spaces up to their maximum growth number. And can you give place 2 trunks? Because it says trunks, take trunks. Oh, okay, trunks from the supply, not 1 trunk. Okay. So what is the leaf? 10 sprouts. Okay, so sprout versus growth space. So sprout is something different. Okay. Eesh. Thought I got it all figured out. I can just play this easily, but no. Alright, well, we're not going to do that anyway, but okay, sprouts is covered under watering, so okay. So where did it planting anyway? Maybe this time we're going to do composting. Let's do composting just so that I can get more dirt. So let's do that. So I get it says +5, and then I get to compost 2 from the draw pile, but I get 5 soil. Oh, this is 5 times. Oh yeah, so that's 5, I guess. So I get 5 dirt. So I get a total of 8 dirt right now. And also get 2 compost. Okay, and then we can activate spermazoa plant activity plus any multicolor, and we don't have that. And then we can also activate an orange. Is it orange? Do they call it orange? Or what do they call this color here? It's red. It's supposed to be red. It doesn't look red. It looks more orange, but they call it red. This is green, red, blue, yellow. That's orange, kinda. It's not really red, but anyway. Okay, so now Gaia gets to do +2. So Gaia gets her compost, 2 compost cards. And then +1 additional for every 2 soil that I get. And see, this is the other thing. So is that optional? It says +5. Is that you may get up to 5? You know what I'm saying? Like if Gaia's stats is getting out of control and you're trying to make sure that, okay, at the end of this, I want to make sure I have enough points to beat Gaia. Is that optional, the number that you're supposed to get? Because if it's not optional, they would have put something like, you know, like over here, you can plant up to 2. You can plant 2 cards. It's got to be optional, because even here it says 2 cards plus 4. The plant 2 plus 4. Grab 4. Oh no, because over here it says you grab 4 cards and then you keep 1, and then she gets to keep the 3 that you discarded. But here, because if this is certain, why wouldn't they put something like +2, or just the total plus? If she gets 1 for every 2, you gain this turn. No, hold on. Maybe because after... Oh, I see what they mean by that now. Because after you've done this part, you also have to trigger all the abilities. And then you go into Gaia's turn. Because I think they put a warning, something, but you want to make sure that you resolve everything before Gaia's... get to do her action. Always finish your action and card abilities first, then resolve Gaia's action as the other player. Okay, now it makes sense to me. So you do have to grab like that maximum number. Okay, so in this case, Gaia gets 1 and then gets another 2 from this, because we grab 5, and she gets 1 for every 2 soil that we got. So it's stacking up. I don't think we're gonna beat Gaia. There's no way. It's already stacking up over there. And since I'm so new to this game, there's no way. I don't know how to combo this, you know, I mean... This is one of those games that's going to take a while, I think, for you to master, because there's so many different cards. So it's going to take a while. You got to keep playing it and familiarize yourself with all of these things. Okay, so so that's all done. Now it's Gaia's turn, so we're going to check her card here. Ooh, it's South Pacific Gay. I mean, South Pacific Gyre. Right here. And it says, choose either lower fauna objective. Place 1 leaf token as Gaia. What? What? I don't understand. We're not playing as a beginner. We're playing, I think, as a moderate, right? So we're not going to do the... Because it says beginner action. The beginner choice is skip Gaia's next turn. The expert choice is some crazy Gaia gets everything. So since since I'm only playing medium, we can skip those things. But what is place? Choose either lower on objective. Place 1 leaf token as Gaia. What does that mean? Place 1 leaf token as Gaia. See, this needs to be explained. It's some of the core mechanics of the game. This whole leaf token shit. But what is it? Okay, so that's her leaf tokens are these things over here. She got 5, I got 5. Place 1 leaf token as Gaia. What does that mean? And where does it go? It's got to have something to do with these things over here, but like they should have added a section that explains all of Gaia's cards or something, you know? Okay, fauna cards, fauna objectives. So that's considered a fauna objective, I guess. Okay. These two-sided cards, well, in her case, is that two-sided? No, in that case it's one-sided. Give in-game scoring objectives described by the text on each card, with each side being different. In every game, there will be 4 random fauna cards placed on the fauna board. At any time during a turn in which a player fulfills the listed objective on one or more fauna cards, they may claim the highest available VP tier next to the card. Oh, I see it like right here, right? So they all have objectives. Okay. So like the King Penguin, it says 4+ cards with directional aids. For the Atlantic Puffin, it says 10+ cards with an even icon. An even victory point. Over here, 3+ flora with an animal in their name, underlined. And then with this, 4+ flora filled with as many cube and growth as possible, having no or count as filled. Okay. Jesus, there's a lot, and a lot of these needed to be explained too, because I don't know what that gorilla one means. So, and there's no glossary for all these icons, so yeah, this manual is not the best. Okay, the first player to fulfill each fauna card's objective will score the most points, with each subsequent tier dropping in value. For this reason, it is important to factor in the needs of fauna cards when building your tableau. Oh, I see. There, you start at the top. If 2 or more players fulfill an objective on the same turn, leave tokens are placed in clockwise turn order. Okay. Alright, so whoever first and second, and I guess if you're just playing against Gaia, it's just you either get 15 or 11. So, yeah, so this is for the, is this up to 5 players? Yeah, up to 5 players. So that's why there are 5 of them, you know. So, but looks like, so it doesn't really matter where. Well, I guess kind of matters. It doesn't tell you which one to pick. Oh, it says choose either lower fauna objective. Oh, you can just choose whichever. So it gives you some form of mercy at least. Because if this is an objective that you can accomplish, the 4+ cards with directional aids, or 10 cards with even victory points, if you know which one you can accomplish, you can give yourself some mercy here and then just give Gaia the other one. That's cool. Alright. So we're going to give Gaia, between a puffin and a penguin, I think I prefer puffin. So we'll give Gaia the king penguin. So Gaia gets additional 15 points here. Yeah. Crazy. And that's gonna happen twice. You know, if you can't win before she's done with 12 cards, yeah, that's gonna happen twice. Where she gets 15 points, unless you can, you know, get those done. Alright, so let me just finish reading this whole section about the the fauna objectives. Once you fulfill a fauna card objective, the claim cannot be lost, even if you no longer meet the requirements at a later time. So that's cool. When calculating points at the end of the game, you will add points earned by each leaf token you place on the fauna board. Remember to include the 7 VP bonus for the player who completed their tableau first. And it's not just cards that you planted, it looks like. It's just as long as you have these in your hands or anywhere. So, do I have 4 cards with directional objectives? So you kind of have to keep this in mind. No, I don't. And 10 cards with even victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually have 6. I should have given. Yeah, I gave it the King Penguin, so we might be able to score that one. So, and 0 count as even. What about none? Does none count as even? No, because this is it's not a card. If it doesn't have victory point, then you can't consider that card having victory points, I guess. Right? Or does that count? All these questions, and we can't find no answers. So. I mean, they would play 0 actually on a card that has a victory point of 0. So you know what? So this doesn't count because it doesn't have that icon at all. So some of these we'll have to make assumptions on. And after we've this manual claims that we're 90% ready to play, 95% ready to play. It says. Once we've read through all these in details. It says make sure to check the solo rules after and clarifications, examples, etc. Exceptions, specific details. But when the manual is like this thin, you're not gonna get a lot of questions answered. Okay. When I chose that last turn, so you gotta make sure that you move this fox around, this cute little fox around. It's only cute when it's not attacking your pet. Okay. Okay, so now it's my turn. So, what are we gonna do next? So I have 8 dirt. I still can't plant anything. At this rate, I don't think we're gonna finish our tableau. There's no way. There's no way. And Gaia is like gaining strength every turn. So, let's see. What does watering get you? So let's just do that just so that we can read what watering is all about. Okay? We've learned about growth. We've learned about composting, planting. So the last section really is watering. Okay, so watering gives you sprouts and gain soil. Okay. So let's read this. The active player may place up to a total of 6 sprouts on any number of flora cards in their tableau, as long as they have empty sprout spaces. And the Japanese Stawarsha that I have planted actually has a space for 1 sprout, as you can see here at the bottom of the card. Yep. This little icon over here. Sprouts can only be placed on sprout spaces. They cannot be saved in your personal reserve. There's no limit to the number of sprouts in the supply. In the likely event that no sprouts remain, use a substitute, such as supplementary sprouts from the punch board. Oh, is that the pathetic one? Okay, I was kind of wondering what that was about, and then because I've forgotten, because when I was organizing and putting this away, that was like end of 2023. So I didn't go through the the punch board, because I was like, okay, since I'm not gonna play this anytime soon, I'm just gonna punch them, like I'm gonna take care of that when I actually play the game. And I was punching out the flat green blocks from the punch board, and I was like, what is this chintzy shit? And then I look at the manual and I saw like the 3D block, and I was like, oh, that must be from the Kickstarter edition. And I forgot that they actually have them here, just in case you need more. And you can use the chintzy flat green blocks. So, all right. If players ever in need of more soil, they can convert sprouts from their tableau into soil. Oh. If a player does not have room for some sprouts when they are gained during the watering action, those extra sprouts are immediately lost. You cannot convert sprouts that are not already in your tableau. The active player then gains 2 soil from the supply and places them in their reserve. All other players may either place up to 2 sprouts on their available sprout spaces, or they may gain 2 soil. Lastly, all players activate blue or multicolored abilities on their player board in their tableau. To convert sprouts to soil, simply remove 3 sprouts from any number of flora cards. Oh, it's 3, 4, 2 sprouts, 2 soil. Okay. And take 2 soil from the supply and place them in your reserve. Sprouts can be converted to... it's the reminders down here. Okay. Sprouts can be converted to soil anytime during the game, except while gaining them during the watering action, or in the middle of a card's ability being resolved. Anytime during the game, huh? Cool. You may repeat this except during the watering action, or in the middle of a card's abilities being resolved. Okay. You may repeat this conversion as many times as you'd like. Soil, however, cannot be converted to sprouts. Early in the game, it can be helpful to convert your sprouts into soil for planting action. However, late in the game, it may be unwise to convert too much, since each sprout is worth 1 VP. Yeah, the cool thing about this game, like I said earlier, if you don't want to play like this mode with Gaia, you can kind of play, because it's... Since there's no real... you can't sabotage the other player, It's all about getting as many points as possible. So if you enjoy just the process of the tableau building and the mechanics of the game, you can just play without the Gaia AI. You can just set two player boards and then just have fun that way. Because I can see myself doing that. If I don't feel like doing this Gaia thing, because it's a little different. The solo mode is definitely a lot different than the experience that you get from playing it with another player. But you can just two-hand this easily. So if you just like building the tableau, just because every time you're done, and then And now I see the brilliance now in the setup. You know, with all these reminders placed everywhere. You know, it's kind of easy to go through the game. It's just that I'm trying to understand some of these instructions because I'm so new. Um, but yeah, I can see myself doing that. So, but if you, I guess if you want to see if you can beat this AI who cheats, you know, with those fauna points. Um, but you know, you can look at it as like fighting nature or whatever. When you know, while you're trying to work on establishing your whatever it is that you're trying to do. Nature garden with the resources that you have, you know. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back over there and see if there's anything else that I missed. No. So I pretty much I understand all of these different actions now. It's just a matter of going through the, you know, getting the experience, understanding some of these instructions. There's still a couple more pages here that I have to read through. But yeah, we'll get to them as we play. Because I don't think I'm gonna beat Gaia. There's no way, especially since I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, and we're playing intermediate difficulty right now. So it's what was it? There are four difficulties for solo mode. It's beginner, medium, hard, and expert. And I'm doing medium. Okay. In the beginner one, some of these Gaia cards actually it gives you stuff like this one. If we're playing beginner, we can have Gaia skip the turn next turn. So yeah, the beginner mode is very easy or easier for sure. Um, okay. So I haven't decided what I want to do this turn, right? Okay. I think we have to gain more soil. That's the only way I can see a path forward for me. Because I'm stuck with these because I am pretty much stuck with these terrains. So oh, but terrains. Oh, some of these have zero. Oh, I can just plant these terrains. What am I talking about? I can. Hold on now. Which one? Oh, no, no, I can't. Oh, the terrains you can plant, and they have actually end game scoring mechanics attached to them. I see. So you wanna plant some of them, so you can get the bonuses if you think that you can get those bonuses. Let me make sure. Yeah, terrain cards like Flora are planted into your tableau during the plant action. They often do not gain resources, but instead they offer in-game passive effects or end-game scoring bonuses. Okay. Some terrains and ecosystem cards have visual aids with small with arrowheads. Around their ability colors to help players quickly remember important placement direction for scoring. Vata. Oh, in this row. Okay. Okay. But they don't. They're still expensive to plant. But I guess the thing is, you also want to plant them if you can't plant anything else, so just you can get your 4x4 tableau. But yeah, I just need more dirt right now. So we're gonna do the dirt thing again. Um, so let's do the dirt thing again. Now hold on. Now why did I first round was planting that. What did I do the second round? I got this. I got dirt, right? So how did we get to the third? Ah, god damn. Oh no, that's the second. Oh, okay, okay, okay. We're good. We are good. I thought it was already the third, and I skip around. Okay, no. We're gonna do more composting because I really do need more dirt. So I'm gonna get 5 more. So now we have 13 dirt. And then I get 2 compost. And then activate red abilities, we have none. And now Gaia gets 2 plus another 2 from me gaining 5 soil. Yeah, it's really building up for Gaia here. Look at this shit. Okay. I don't know when we get to fill Gaia's green stuff here. Oh, with that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now it's Gaia's turn. And it's water. In an average year, 505,000 kilometers square, 121,155 miles square of rain falls on Earth. Okay. There are actually butterflies in this picture. It's quite pretty. Okay. So I get to activate, I get 2 growth or 2 soil. So I can choose either if I want growth or soil. I think I want soil. So I'm going to grab 2 more soil. And now I have 15. Okay, cool. Okay, so I have 15 soil. And then I can activate a blue activity. You get 3 growth here if you have a flora on any adjacent flora. Wow. If only we have a flora that we can. Yeah, not terrain, but actual flora. We need to get a card. We need to get a card like desperately. So we probably need to go this way for the next turn here, which is what is that called? Growing. And we need to do the growing because we get cards and we get growth. Okay. And what is this called? One is called growth, and the other one, this green stuff, is what? What's it called? I mean the blocks. Sprout. That's sprout. Growth versus sprout. Okay. So, oh, where was that? Oh no, we still have to resolve her shit too. So we can't even activate that. Okay, so her shit is +7. She is killing us. +1 for every ability of yours, for every card with a blue activity. So now I have one card with a blue ability, so she gets +1, so she gets a total of 8. God damn. Okay. Now she's done. My turn. Let me go get. I keep forgetting to grab some more water, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, we're back. So my turn now. Okay. We're gonna get more cards. We can plant something. Or we gotta wait until we, and this has to be in the middle too, but you know what I mean when I said, so we'll just put it here with section middle because we don't have anything else to kind of visualize that right now. But this is a really great ability actually. Do I want absolutely a lot more cards? Or do I want to potentially get one card that I... Well, then it's going to further increase her shit. Gaia's shit. And I don't have anything... Well, I can also plant one of these. But you know what? I think we're going to hold off on the planting. I'm just going to go ahead and get more cards. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to actually go to... What is this called? This action over here, it is called the growing. So we're gonna do some growing. So we got 4 cards that we can that we get to draw, which is nice, and we also get 2 growth for this card here. Okay. Ooh, and look at this. I'm getting plants. Ooh, getting flora shit. Oh, and I also get the red the red spermazoa plant. I got one of them now. Oh, it only takes 1 to plant. 1 soil to plant. So we're definitely gonna plant that next turn. That's called the mountain fern moss. It says it's also known as stair-step moss. Each branching layer or step represents a year of growth. Well, that's interesting. And then we also have the parasol mushroom right here. And it says, oh, is this a dog pea mushroom? No. Speaking of dogs, there's little Suki. Little Suki, go to the bedroom, baby love. Yeah, go relax, little Suki. Similar in appearance to a parasol, this mushroom has a scaled cap and grows in woodland clearings. Okay, so it's not from dog pea. And then we have dwarf willow right here. Look at the amount of sprouts that this one can get. One of the world's smallest woody plants, growing only 1 to 6 centimeter, 0.4 to 2.4 inch in height. Interesting. And then cherry tree. Oh, a cherry tree. Everybody knows about the cherry tree. Yeah, the pictures in these cards, they're pretty nice. Very nice. Okay. Plus one. Reaching up to 10 meters, 33 feet in height, trees begin producing cherries after 3 to 4 years. Okay, so I got a bunch of really cool cards. And I also get, and we get, there's no limited number of cards we can have in our hands, apparently, right? Let me make sure that that's the case. It should be addressed, actually, in detail under growth. There's no limited number of cards a player may have in their hand. Yes. Okay. So now, I also get 2 growth. So, which is these. So we can get 2 of these, or we can stack them up. But we can have 2 of these actually here for the Japanese Tawasha. So, but we're gonna maximize 1 first, so we can get the bonus. So we can get the bona. How does that work? Let me look at that icon there. Well, you get these stackable trunks here, which is pretty cool. So these are the stackable trunks that you put on top of the cards, like so. Let's see how that works. Trunks from the supply onto flora in the tableau. Growth space can have as many growths as shown by its maximum growth number. Oh, with this one, so maximum is 2. So so it's already at the cap. So just 1 trunk and 1 canopy. There you go. Because they didn't say that the growth is like trunk, just number of trunk plus. Because I think the way it says, okay, the last growth piece on each space is a canopy, not a trunk. So if it says 2, then the first one is the trunk, and the second one, which is the last, is gonna be the canopy. Okay, that makes, I mean, the last part of that is just me talking, not I wasn't paraphrasing from the manual, but that's what I because they do have an example of just one of a little dick here, just the short base and then the shroom head. You can see that right here. Ooh, oh. So. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what Mother Nature is going to do to us now. So she gets, and then we get to activate any yellow. Oh, we get 1 dirt from the hemiboreal climate. Nice. Okay, now that that's done, it's Gaia's turn. She gets 1 growth. By you per card that I got per this turn. So she gets 4 growths. Okay. And there needs to be the fifth one for that one is going to be the canopy. She is scary. All right. Okay, cool. Now it's her turn. But yeah, I got plenty to work with on the next turn here. Oh, North Pacific gay again. She got two of these North Pacific gays. Choose either upper fauna. Oh, this is for the upper and place one token as Gaia. What a bitch. So she gets another one up. Let's see which one we would probably complete. +3 flora with an animal name. That's very unlikely. +4 flora with as many sprout and trunk as possible. And having no sprout or trunk count as fill. Okay, that's more likely that we might be able to get. So we'll give her the flora with an animal in their name, so she can have that one. Because it will it's unlikely for us to be able to do that. Now, were we able to get the 10 plus cards with even victory points? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we actually got that one too. We actually got this one. Cool. Now we can still get these. It's just that, like I said, it's very unlikely for us to be able to get those. So, but we have to be always on the lookout for those. Okay. So it's now my turn. So we're gonna plant. We're definitely gonna need to plant because then after that, when we water, we get sprouts. So I'm gonna plant, and we can plant 2. And I got plenty of soil now. I have 16. So let's see which ones I want to plant. So let's try to get like the blue plants down first. The blue and maybe one blue and one red, because it seems like we're triggering a lot of the red ability. What was red? Red is because we wanted more dirt. That's why. So it doesn't really matter. Let's stick with just getting the blue ones down, because then we can, every time we trigger a blue ability, both of those abilities, all 3 of these abilities gonna trigger. All right, so I'm gonna plant. The first plant I'm gonna plant is the mushroom. So we'll plant it here. And then the second one I'm gonna plant is going to be the cherry tree. Oh, in this column? Okay. So we should do it like this. Oh, I need more space because it's 4 times 4. These just need to move up a little bit. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't include a Tableau panel for us, you know. So I think that would have been cool. So when they say column, it could be both vertical and horizontal, I take it, right? This column is both vertical or horizontal. Okay, well, when it comes to placement, they can be placed adjacent to previously placed card either orthogonically or diagonally. I mean, that's fine. Your tableau may never have more than 4 columns or 4 rows. So when it, okay, rows are rows and columns are columns. Whoopsie. Okay, so I'm doing this right then like this because this is going to combo like that. Okay, cool. So that's done. Now I actually get to draw 4 and I choose one and then she gets to keep the 3 that I get rid of. Alright, so I got an apple tree. It says it takes 3 to 10 years for apple tree to produce its first fruit. I didn't know that. You would think that it would be faster than that because we have so many apples in the marketplace. But apparently it takes them that long. 3 years is a long time. 3 to 10 years it says. Panther cap. Oh, here's one. Here's one for the mountain gorilla. Barn owl. They have a symbiotic relationship with trees, exchanging nutrients via its root system. Okay. I hate mushrooms, so they're disgusting looking, Potato plant. The average person consumes up to 90 kg or 200 pounds of potatoes per year. Not me. Okay. And then I got an event. Low tide. What is an event? Let's check that out. Event cards are unlike other Earth cards in that they can be played at any time, even on another player's turn or between the activation of 2 abilities. They give the player an instant benefit and they don't directly affect other players. Event cards are only cards that can be played without the planned action. Events are not part of your tableau and therefore do not count towards its 16-card limit. When you play an event card, place it face up in the event space on your player board. Costs in the event card abilities must be paid in full when the card is played, but benefits may be collected as desired. At the end of the game, event cards may earn or lose UVP depending on their base VP. Events, once played, cannot be taken back into hand, exchanged, activated, or composted. Okay, let's, before we do that, did I pay? I didn't. Let's pay for these though before we continue. So this requires 4 soil. This one requires 3, so that's 7. So there you go. Get 3 back. I got 9 soil still available. Let me look at this event card. It's called Low Tide. And of course there's a picture of low tide there. The tides are controlled by the gravitational forces of the moon, the sun, and the earth. Okay, so if I play this, looks like I have to compost. No, I have to, what is that? What is that icon? What is this leaf icon? Compost. Oh, I can get rid of 4 compost to get 3 dirt if I want to. So if I'm desperate enough, I guess we'll do it. So let's just play that and put it here. Now if you have a new event, does it override the other event? How does that work? And is it only a one-time use? I don't think it even mentioned that it was a one-time use, right? So I guess you can have as many events as you like. When you play an event card, place it face up in the event space on your player board. Costs in the event must be paid in full when the... Okay, so then you can use it at any time. Event cards are the only cards. Okay, now, yeah, you can just play as many as you want, but some of them actually, as the example in this book, it shows that the event card will take away minus 4 victory points. So you got to be careful which ones you want to play. Maybe you shouldn't play them. This one, it's not gonna... There's no negative playing this event card because it's 0 victory points. Yeah, if I'm desperate for soil, I can use it, but okay. So that's done. Oh, I guess that's the one that I chose. Maybe I don't want the event card. You know what? The thing is, if it has 0 victory point, we should give that to Gaia, because we can only pick one of these cards, and then one goes to all the rest of the 3 goes to the rest of the 3 actually go to Gaia. So I'm gonna keep the blue one so I can activate more blue abilities, and I'm gonna give the rest to Gaia. What happened to the rest of my cards? Oh, I played them. No, where's the Oh, they're over here. I was gonna say, what happened to my other cards? Gotta be careful not to put my cards over there, because sometimes I put my drinks over there. Okay. So I'm gonna pick the potato plant, and then Gaia can get these. Okay, cool. Now it's Gaia's turn. And she is going to plant. So I get to plant one, draw one. So let me see if I want to, if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and plant the potato plant here vertically here in the column. So I get the bonus like this when the ability triggers. For the cherry tree, that would cost me 3 dirt. So I only have 6 left. I also get to draw a card. And I got the high tide event. Nice. Yeah. And with this one, it says I can use 2 dirt to get 3 sprouts. When the moon is closest to Earth at its perigee, the water rises, causing high tide. Okay. And then, and I can play this at any time. We'll just put in the event. And then Gaia gets to draw 3 to add to this pile over here with the not compost, just a discard pile. Okay. Yeah, they're all events. The thing is, because it was so hard to shuffle, because it's how many cards, the more I play this game, it's gonna get mixed up a little better. Okay. Now it is my turn. Now I'm going to water, so I can get all these delicious sprouts. So I'm gonna water. Yeah, now that you understand the game, it's pretty fun now. Okay, I don't think I read the sprouts, right? Yeah, this I haven't read the sprouts section yet. No, I think I did. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's get the sprouts and then get the dirt, and then trigger them. All of those delicious abilities. We have 4 abilities that can be triggered because I have 4 blue-based cards here. So let's go ahead and get the sprouts, and I can give it to any of my cards, right? Any one of my cards. Any number of floor cards in a tableau as long as they have empty sprout spaces. Okay. So let's give it to the potato plant. So it doesn't even matter, I guess, because it's not like there's a bonus to complete them. It's just a way to save for so that you can have the ability to gain dirt. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I don't know what impact it has for scoring at the end too. So they didn't mention anything about sprouts and scoring. I'm sure that you got sprouts too, with number of scores with how many you have in the end, you know, but they didn't mention it in the sprout section. Let me just make sure. And then I can get the dirt at any time, except during the watering action, which is right now, or in the middle of a card's ability being resolved. Other than that, I can always convert 3 sprouts into 2 dirt. So, oh, and see, each sprout actually is worth 1 VP, so it's good that you try to save up, especially near the end of the game, it says. Alright, be right back. Okay. Whose turn is it? Oh, it's still my turn because, yeah. Because I wanted to do that, yeah, and then I need to get my dirt. So in this case, I get 2. And then activate all the blue abilities, so I have 4 of them now. So they say you go row by row, left to right. So start at the top. +1 growth on each plant in this column. So it has to be that specific type of plant, right? It has to have that icon. It doesn't combo with any of the plants that we have here, so that's a shame. Okay, and this one, it says I can choose to get rid of 1 what is this called? 1 compost to get 3 growth. So it's and since you can't see what your compost is, I guess that's the trick here. Are you willing to potentially lose points just to get so that you can have something that's assured? Maybe, you know what? We'll trigger it. I'll get rid of 1 compost card to get 3 growths here. So we'll do that. Oh, 3 growths, not 3 sprouts. 3 growth. Oh, that's good. Oh, and 3 growth means it's done. Very nice. So that's actually done. And you want that because this card has no value unless you maximize these. So. Oh, am I supposed to use the green one because I'm the green? Oh, purple because I'm the purple player. I don't think it matters. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3 plus the 4 points. So that's 7 points just from that. Okay, next, plus 3 growth, sprouts on any of the 8 adjacent flora. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it even does diagonal. Okay, wow, nice. Okay, so we get growth, we get sprouts. Let's go ahead and do that. Plus 3. Very nice. See, this is why I wanted to do these, all of these blue cards. Now the action is picking up. We started off so slow. Okay. And then the last one, plus 1 sprout on each tree in this column. I guess including itself, it's a tree. So, oh, and the other one's a tree too. Oh, nice. So 1. And this one actually, plus 1 on each. It's that type, but this one is really full. So very nice. Oh yeah, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Okay, so now I'm all done. It is Gaia's action plus 1. Oh, Gaia gets a sprout for every blue plants that I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the danger there. Gaia will always get something. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that's all done. Now it's Gaia's turn. Let's see this, the last card before we shuffle. It's Grow. Okay. So, 430 quintillion joules of energy hit Earth every hour, whereas humans use 410 quintillion each year. What? Interesting. So we build. Wow. Okay. We use that much energy, but not from energy from the sun, though, right? Just the energy that we got from everything else. Okay, so we get plus 2. We can choose either to get 2 more cards, or we can choose 2 growth. I think I'm gonna choose 2 growth. So 1 for over here, and it's all done. Now one's 1 and done, but you only get 2 points total, which is fine. And then the other one down here. Yeah, so I'll choose, because I have a lot of cards now. So 2 growths. Okay, Gaia gets to do 7 growth. Shit. One, 2, 3, 4. Some of these are like, they're not perfect mold of the of that shape. But as long as it works, I guess. As long as it has a top roll, so. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that one's gonna topple. 5. Oh, 5. 6 and 7. Okay. I was afraid that was going to happen. Oh, plus, plus 1 for every card, but I selected growth instead of cards, so I guess that's what that means, right? Let's see. Yeah. Since I selected growth instead of card, Gaia doesn't get the additional growth, thankfully. Greedy Gaia. So we're going to shuffle this. And if she's able to get to the end of this, then the game ends. And Gaia gets a +1 victory, +7 victory point. And then we'll tally up the score. So this game is almost done. We got the hang of it now. Okay. So it's my turn. Let's see what we're gonna do. Do I want to plant more? If I plant this lake and I place it here, we'll get a bonus at the end of the game. 5 victory point per diagonal adjacent to the card. It's interesting. Giant Forest, you get 5 victory point for every flora with 4+ growth, and since we don't have any of those, so that card is pretty much not gonna get used. Same with Jungle, because it's 2 victory points for every flora with 4. Oh, with 4. With 4 sprouts, we might use that, but that requires 9. I only have 8. And then we can't use the sprout to convert because the whole point of this is I'll think about that. Rainforest might be good because it says 2 points for every flora with 2+ sprouts. And we have 3 that has 2+ sprouts. But that one requires 14 freaking soil. I think I need to plant though. So let's plant. Let's do plant. I mean these two are cheap enough. I have 2 more plants here with the red squirmy sperm icons, so we'll do that. So we're gonna plant this turn. So I'm going to plant these 2, so that's 3 points. 3 dirt. Let's see where we want to place it. Oh, around the Japanese stores rather, because we get, once we trigger that ability, we get 3. So you know what? I'll put 1 here maybe. And yeah, maybe like this. How about that? Okay, now we get to. We'll draw 4 cards. We keep 1 and Gaia gets 3. Let's see what we got. A mud pot. And it says hot acidic mud bubbles from underground in bubbles from underground, eats away at the surrounding rock. So you get +1 dirt with this. So how many times can these trigger? I think they can only trigger once. Because it says +1 dirt if you want to use this. It doesn't mean that you get +1 dirt like nonstop. You know what I'm saying? So it can only be triggered once, I think. These event cards. Event. Let's go back to the description. I don't think they mentioned anything about the. I'll read the whole event card description again, and you'll see that there's no mention of that. It says event cards are unlike other Earth cards in that they can be played at any time, even on another player's turn or between the activation of 2 abilities. They give the player an instant benefit and they don't directly affect other players. Event cards are the only cards that can be played without the planned action. Events are not part of your tableau and therefore do not count towards its 16 card limit. When you play an event card, place it face up in the event space on your player board. Costs in the event card must be paid in full when the card is played, but benefits may be collected as desired. At the end of the game, event cards may earn or lose UVP depending on their base VP. Events once played cannot be taken back into hand, exchanged, activated, or composted. Okay, so it can only be activated once. Once played, so once you place it down here, and I already made the mistake of placing this down here, and I didn't even use the you know, we'll just pretend that I never played that. Okay, so you're not supposed to play it unless you're gonna do what it's supposed to, what it asks for you to do, to gain the benefit and pay the fee and all that. So we never use that. We just have it in our hand. Okay, so let me think about this mud pot event. And then you also have, I got plenty of events here. Like I said, the shuffling, it might be kind of mediocre because I was trying to shuffle the whole thing, split it up. It'll get better as I play more of the game. Because I guess they grouped these together, and when I shuffled them, I didn't shuffle them thoroughly enough. So I also got cold front event. And it says they can cause a narrow line of thunderstorms along the boundary of cold and warm weather. This one will get you compost, 2 compost cards. That's compost cards right here. No, what is that? What is the 2? What is that icon? With the spinning cards. Oh yeah, take 2 from the draw pile and place them on your compost. So what about the other one? I thought the other one was compost too. The leaf one. There's also a leaf one. I just wish there's a glossary with face down on their compost space. So why do they have 2 different icons for that? It's for the same thing. Oh, that's the compost space. Okay. I think that's the difference. Okay. All right. So cold front, you get 2 compost cards. Steam vents. Known to occur before a volcanic eruption, they have been used to predict eruptions. You get two sprouts with this. And then the last event that I got is a geyser. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. You can pay 2 compost to get 2 cards. Yellowstone National Park has the most geysers in the world, between 300 and 500 geysers. So, which one do I want to keep? I think I'm going to keep the dirt one. Then she gets the 3. And then now, I can play this at any time, right? So I'm going to play it now and get my dirt. Except between activating abilities and, what was the other one? Oh no, event cards you can play anytime. Anytime, anywhere. Okay. So I get 1 dirt. Okay. Now it's Gaia's turn. Choose the upper. Now Gaia also gets the other one. God. Okay. Gaia also gets this one. These things are not very steady, especially when you're stacking them up like 5 units. Okay. Choose either upper or fauna object the end, place 1 token. Okay, so Gaia got those 2 top bonuses there for the fauna cards. Okay, so now it's my turn. What are we gonna do? Let's think about this. We have too many cards already. I think we just need more dirt. Let me think. Do I have enough to plant anything? No. I think I need more dirt. Do I want to get rid of these do I want to start losing So I can convert sprouts to soil. I just can't do it while gaining them during the watering action or in the middle of a card's ability being resolved. So I can do it now before I start that action if I'm gonna be watering. Am I willing to do that though? I think because we might wanna. Oh, and when can we get rid of the cards that we have in our hand? Because isn't there something that says you might want to flip some of your cards because those would be cards that would be good to be composted? When do we compost without drawing? You may plant cards in the tableau face down. It's unlikely even no cards. Where is that? Where they say you may want to. Okay, not that. So to compost from your hand, you need to be able to have the an ability that shows that, just like this, the red ability there. Okay, all right. What is red? Gain more compost. Maybe that's where we're gonna go. We're just gonna gain more compost, and we're gonna get rid of some cards that we don't like to compost some more. I think I like that because I don't like. We're gonna keep rainforest. But the rest is shit. Okay. Do I want to convert some of these sprouts? Maybe I do. So that the next time. Yeah, let's just convert these 3 up here. Let's convert that to 2 dirts, just so that I have that. Okay. And then now I'm going to get more dirt. Hi, sweetie. What's up, little love? You know there's nothing in that closet, right? Need to go boo-boo? Okay. Let's go boo-boo. Okay, so I'm gonna compost, so I'll get 5. Let me just complete this action, girl. And then 2. I think it's draw 2 into my compost bin. Take 2 cards from the draw pile and place them onto your compost without looking at them. Okay. And get to here. And then when I come back here from getting Suki to her boo-boo place, I will activate these abilities because we have red abilities now, so. Okay. Alright. She took a sweet time. Anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna resolve our red abilities. So first one here was a mountain fern. I can discard one card from my hand into the compost to get 2 dirt. So we'll discard the giant forest. And I get 2 dirt. Oh, I got a lot now, huh? Jeez. Oh, did I have? No, I didn't have this 10 here, right? Because I already used. I only have 8, and then I got 2. I got 8 because of this. Yeah, this was from earlier. I believe. Because I spent a lot. So, you know what? Whatever. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe that was probably what I wanted to do, was just replace these with a 10. And then the next one, I can discard from the draw pile, and I get 2 cards to draw. And you can see I ran out of earth cards, so I'm going to grab the next stack. And this is not even all the stacks, there's one more down there. So the same thickness. So I get to draw 2. And I got an earthquake event. Looks like it's for maximizing compost gain. They can be the cause of several other natural disasters such as tsunamis, landslides, and fires. And then I also get this oak moss, a fragrant lichen often used in perfume that has been found in ancient Egyptian royal tombs. This is a multicolor one. So So what happens when it's multicolor? Which one do you trigger? Both of them, right? Let me read about the multicolor thing, because I don't think we've ever triggered a multicolor ability. Activities are activated after taking their matching action: green, red, what's up, etc. Multicolored abilities consist of blue, yellow, and green. Red is also triggered when blue, yellow, or red action is chosen. No, I think we have not seen. Oh, I see. When it's multicolor, you will see the multicolor in the background. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's finally done. Now Gaia's turn. So Gaia gets 2 from here straight into her compost bin, her compost section. And then 1 for every dirt I get during this turn. Oh, I got 5. Oh, maybe that's why I have the 10 in here, because I actually gained 5. So I don't even remember how much that is. So I guess 18 was the total here. So 18 plus, so I have 20 now. And then I used the mud pot too. So mud pot was earlier, before this round started. For this round, I got 2 here, 5 from over there. And then I did an ability thing. Oh, that's this one. So 2 plus 5. So 7. And even if this calculation is all fucked up at this point, there's sometimes also there are a lot of interruptions. I have to stop a lot. Um, you know, when I come back, I just didn't know why that 10 was sitting over here. So, and I don't remember what happened here with the counts, but we'll have to be careful with that next time I play the game. But let's just say that we have 20 right now. But that's, I started with 8. So I get 7 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, I think it makes sense. That's 20, so I do have 20. I think that's correct. But I got the mud pot one before this turn started. So she only is going to get extra 12. So she gets 1 for every 2, so she gets 6 more. God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crazy. It's probably just better to play solo because it seems to be very challenging, you know? Okay, and now it is Gaia's turn. And she has 5 more rounds before she wins the 7 victory points. Now she's going, she got the plant card here. So I can plant 1, and then I can get 1, and then I can activate green. So let me see here. I do have enough money to plant, dirt, to plant even a rainforest. Maybe I'll do the rainforest so that I can maximize my bonuses here at the end of the game. So we'll do rainforest, and we'll put it next to, that's going to be a waste next to the Japanese steward here. You should only have things that have branches next to Japanese steward here. So we'll put it up here. That's 14, so I will only have 6 left of my dirt. Okay. And 4+ flora with as many branches and growth as possible. I think we might have this one yet already. No. Okay. This one, it counts as 1, having no branches or growth. Oh, yeah, we have 2 with this one, so we just need 2 more and we can get 11 points. Okay. And then we draw 1 card. What are these doing here? What are these cards? Where were they from? What are these cards? Let me check the gameplay footage. Okay, yeah, the cool thing about streaming this while also recording, I can go back and check to see what's going on. So this was, I was starting to count how many Gaia was supposed to get, and then I just place it down here. So I'll put it back up here. I gotta be careful with these things. And then I can activate a green ability. So +2 dirt. Oh, and I have a green ability, and I have planted before, and I keep forgetting to activate this. Oh, because no, but I just planted these though, so that's fine. So +2 dirt. Oh, this turn. Did I plant this just recent? No, this is the previous turn. So I don't even get that. Okay, whatever. I don't even get the turn. The extra dirt. And then for Gaia, +3 added to here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it's my turn. Yeah, 4 more rounds, turns with Gaia, and then the game is over. And I barely, look at this, I still have to fill this. It's 4 across of 4 top to bottom, you know, so 4 times 4, and we're barely there. Okay, so what am I gonna do this round, this turn? I think I need more dirt. Still, I can't mess around with my growth anymore. I think we should complete the growth so I can get the gorilla bonus up there. It's gonna take a while. 1, 2. Or, yeah, that's all I need. I just need these actually completed. Okay. Let's do that. So I'm going to water. I get 2 more of these. Plus 6 branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Yeah, I need them there, but... Oh no, because I will get that plus 3 on any of the adjacent floor. No, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I have the gorilla bonus. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 max. So... get that. And then trigger the blue abilities. This one is plus one branch on each. Okay, so that's... I should have used this. Let's pretend that I want to use that here. Okay. Because with this ability, now I get 1 for free. Okay. We'll only cheat this time around, since we're so new to the game. Yeah, I gotta think about stuff like that. And then the second one, you can reduce, you can get rid of 1 compost to get 3 growth. So let's do that. 1, 2, so that's one's going to be maxed out to 1. 2. How many do we get? 3. And then, oh, and then just this one only requires 1. So. Okay. That just looks weird. I mean, it says that the last growth piece on each space is a canopy, not a trunk. To complete a flora, place a canopy on top of any or all trunk. Oh yeah, see? Flora with a maximum growth space of 1 will only have a canopy, no trunk pieces. Okay. Cool. Next ability, plus 3 growth on any adjacent spaces, so that's wonderful. So we'll max out this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Plus 1 growth for every tree, and this is the only one in this column. Growth. Oh, we already use it. Oh no, branches. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. That's all done. So now it's the Gaia's turn. +1 for every 1, 2, 3, 4. So Gaia gets 4 branches. 1, 2. Okay. Now it's Gaia's turn. Three more rounds left. Okay. Lower Flora and place 1 leaf as Gaia. So I guess it doesn't matter. So Gaia's gonna get this one. And that's it. Now it's my turn. Whew, what are we gonna do? Yeah, as far as completing the tableau, it's not gonna happen. So we just should focus on maximizing our score. Okay, so it's my turn, right? Yeah, I just need to figure out what to do here. Let me look at the cards that I have. I can plant the oak moss. We have 3 turns left. I think we should draw. Or no, we should what is this 4th one? Prune. It's not prune, growing. We need to grow. Let's grow. Let's grow as many as possible. No, because only 1 requires growth. But then I also get 4 cards. Wow. I like the idea of getting the cards though. So let's just do that. So this is finished. Because I only have 3 rounds left. I want to see if I can get more cards so I can plant more. And then 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. More mushroom, vomiting Rosula. Found in the conifer woodlands, they are also named due to their poisonous qualities. Disgusting. Utterly disgusting. Bleeding touch fungus. A tooth fungus that oozes dark red liquid. Despite its appearance, it's not poisonous. This is even more disgusting. Coriander, one of the most widely consumed herbs. All parts of the plant are edible. And then the bonus that we get, the bona we get from the Australian temperate forests is we get 7 points. for every 2 flora, each with 6 branches. It doesn't have to even be filled. They just have to have 6 slots for branches. So that's great addition. Lingxi, a fungus that respires much like humans. Wow. Intaking oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. That's crazy. I didn't even know there was a plant that actually uses oxygen instead of carbon dioxide. That's interesting. Creepy, kinda, you know? Alright, so now we activate any yellow. We don't have that. Oh, we do. We get 1 dirt from the hemiboreal. And then Gaia's turn. Gaia gets 1 growth. For every growth that we got this turn. And we only got 1. Oh, by every card that we... So she gets 4. So 1. God damn. That one's completed. 2. 3, and this one's completed. Jesus Christ. And then 4. God damn. Is that right? Did I count that right? Hold on. Okay, so I didn't count that right. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now it is Gaia's turn. Compost. I get 2 dirt. I can have 2 dirt or 2 compost. Let me have dirt. So 2 dirt. So that's 11. And then activate red and multicolor. So I can discard, I can put 1 of my cards in my hand to the compost. So I'm going to use the forest. I know I have another forest in here, right? Yeah, the jungle. Let's do that. No, because there's great bonus with that because we have a lot more branches now. Hold on to that one. I think we're gonna get rid of the event that requires dirt. So I'm gonna get rid of the high tide. So to get to dirt, and then the other one is I get 1, and then I draw 2. Oh no, I can get rid of 1 to draw 2 cards. I don't need that right now, so I can skip that. That's an optional thing, right? It's not that you have to do it, right? The abilities. May activate any abilities. Okay. Do I want more cards? Maybe I want more cards though. But yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Get rid of one of my compost. Oh, that's the high tide. There's no points anyway. And I can look at that because that was the last one that I put down there. And it's not from a pile that I'm not supposed to look. A card that I'm not supposed to look at. So I get 2 cards. And I got this sweet orange tree. This hardy tree is highly resistant to disease. Lightning presents a greater danger. And then Florida Strangler, a parasitic fig that can grow over 15 meters or 50 feet, engulfing a host tree and eventually killing it. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now she gets 8. Fucked up. And one dirt for every dirt I gain. So I gain 2 dirt, so she gets 2 dirt. Okay. So that's why before her turn you need to place your dirt here. Okay. Alright, so that's my turn. Let's plant. Now we can plant. We only have 11 though. Okay, this one is free to plant. But what I'm gonna do is plant the tree first that can... Shit. This is 5 victory points for every diagonal mushroom. So, and then I have 2 more mushrooms left. One costs 0 and the other one 7 points though of dirt. And we have 2 more rounds. Okay, we might be able to do it. So maybe next round is compost, and then the last round we plant some more. So you know what? I'm gonna put the lake right here. So it's diagonal to that. And then you can plant diagonally too, as long as it's, you know, next to another card, even diagonally. So we'll so that's 9. So I only have 2 points left. Jesus. The other one was 7, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. 7. Yeah, 6. Actually, only 6. And then I can also plant the bleeding tooth fungus right here. So now I have 2 diagonal to the lake, diagonal mushrooms to the lake, and that's going to be already 10 points that way, 5 each. Okay, and then I get to draw 4 cards and then give 4 to Gaia. I got the brittle prickly pear. Small in size, its cactus pads can become easily detached in bad weather or by animal movement. It looks like I will gain dirt from this next round. Beaver tail cactus. Oh, how many animal names? We needed 3, so I'm gonna get the points too for that because now I have enough. Because I think I only have 1 so far. Oh no, I got rid of it. I thought I have another one. Okay, so I only have 2. Oh no, it's over here. It's over here somewhere. Hold on. Just want to show you all the cards that I got. So brittle prickly pear, and then I got beaver tail cactus. They can survive freezing temperatures due to the anti-freeze chemicals present in its cells. Sweetheart, we were just outside 5 minutes ago. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, if you don't poop this time, I don't know what to say. Iceman fungus. Used as a fire starter, this fungus was carried by Otzi, the 5,000-year-old Iceman. Okay. Yeah, you gotta just give me a minute, baby, because it's not cool that we were out there for 15 minutes and you didn't do anything. Tall blue stem. Often the dominant grass in prairie, it can grow more than. I think because I talk so much, she gets kind of excited whenever when I start a stream or when I talk like this, I guess. Often the dominant grass in the prairie, it can grow more than 2.4 meter or 7.8 feet in height. All right, so let me take care of her, and then when I come back, what was that? What did we choose to do? Oh no, we don't keep all of these. Um, why do I have five? I thought. Oh no, this one is over here. So I can only keep one. So I have to keep one of these animal names because I think I have a couple already in there. I'm gonna keep the Iceman fungus, I think, and then we'll give the rest to. Oh no, because this is 4 points. I'll keep the beaver tail cactus. And she can have these three. And then let me see if I have the names, animal names on three of these. So one, no, I only have one. I thought I had another one earlier. I must have discarded it. Okay, we're gonna go. Alright, I'm back after reviewing my video footage because I don't even remember where I'm at. Okay. It's kind of hard sometimes to, I mean, Suki is old, so. Sometimes I think she likes to, I don't know. It's like she wants to go out, and then we go out, and she's not doing anything. So it's a little frustrating sometimes. And then she's gonna come back. Just, I'd say give it another 5 minutes. She's gonna come back running here crying, wanting to go out again. So we'll see. Okay. Where were we? Okay, so we discarded. You know what? See, I mean, before I keep forgetting to activate this because after you planted, you activate green. So I went ahead and did the discard three and select one card. But we're gonna cheat this time. We're gonna take the two because I planted a red plant this turn, so I actually got 2 dirt from that. So it's 4 now. Okay. Alright, so now it is Gaia's turn. And it was getting kind of exciting too, and then, and then I got interrupted. It's sometimes lately it's hard to just do things, because I get frequent interruptions these days. I'm doing the stuff that from doing my gaming stuff, so it's a lot of interruptions. I mean, it's not necessarily like a bad interruption. It's more of a sometimes when you're gaming, you're playing a video game or whatever that you're doing. It doesn't even have to be gaming. Like I'm in the middle of say moving stuff around the room, and after a while you get into a groove. Like okay, this is kind of fun. Okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So you're going into a flow, and then you have to stop and take care of some things. It kind of ruins the flow. So, and that's just happening more and more frequently these days. So, Like I said, sometimes the interruptions themselves are not bad. Like for example with Suki, I gotta take care of that girl. But the effect of it sometimes is not pleasing. Like just now, I was just really getting into the game, and then like, oh, okay, now you're back again. Are you serious? I thought we just took care of you. Okay. So we're doing water. So +2 branches or +2 dirt. We're going to select dirt because I want to be able to plant something on the final round. So, oh no, the final round looks like we're gonna be. Yeah, I have one more. How does that work with Gaia? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get branches instead of yeah, because the next round we're just gonna be doing because we don't have enough dirt. Well, let's see if getting the 2 dirt is going to give us more points to plant. Let me just check here real quick. Play continues with alternating turns until Gaia activates her last card, at which point her deck is shuffled and reset for a second and final use. The game will end when Gaia's deck is exhausted for the second time or when you complete the 4x4 tableau. The player who ends the game claims the 7 VP bonus on the fauna board, then scores are tallied. Okay. So I only have, there's one more round after this. Okay. So let me see if I'm going to be able to plant anything with 6 dirt. Yeah, I can plant a couple of things. Oh yeah, I want to plant the this over here. This is what I want to plant so I can get that bonus. Okay, so we're going to do dirt. We're going to select dirt. And then it looks like we're going to activate, so I get 6 dirt. I'm going to activate blue ability or multicolored ability. So blue ability, all of them. Starting up here, +1, that's already maxed out. I can get rid of, I can get rid of 1. Do I need any more growth? No, I don't. Oh, I do. But just this 1, it's for 3 growth, so it's not worth it. I'm going to skip that. +3 branches for any adjacent flora. So 3 branches here. So, 3 branches on any of the 8 adjacent floras. So we can give this one 3. 1, 2. We'll max out this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so that it looks nice. Okay. And then the last one, +1 on each. Oh, yeah, let's cheat and say because I get 1 for free using this ability. Next time I play the game, I'm not gonna cheat. You gotta be careful with the selection that you do. Gotta remember the abilities that you have to maximize your gain, Okay, so that's done. Now, her turn, she gets 7 branches. Now, +1 for every, So, she also gets 1, 2, 3, 4. So, she gets 11 branches. Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And this thing is so easy to topple, it's kind of annoying. So this is kind of annoying. Like you have to be careful. I mean, technically, you don't have to make this like, this is just for easy scoring, I guess, but you don't have to make it this size. Alright. Okay, that's done. Now my final turn. So I'm going to go ahead and plant again, because I want to plant this. So that costs me the remainder of my dirt. And then I get 3 cards. I don't know if the cards that we have in our hand will be counted for anything, so it doesn't even matter at this point. But I'll show you all the cards that I got. Giant Club Cactus, a tree-like branching cactus that produces small fruits and blooms at night. Okay, and then I also got red pigmented parasitic plant that is not able to perform photosynthesis and has very small leaves. A strangled tear. Jalapeno. Between 2,500 and 8,500 Scoville units, jalapenos are mild compared to the hottest chili peppers. Very delicious, though. Shoestring acacia, a fast-growing evergreen with long, willowy leaves that resembles shoestrings. Okay, so I'm going to try and select one that has the most victory points. So I don't know if that's going to count for anything. And then give the rest to Gaia. I forgot to activate my ability. That's two dirt, but that doesn't even matter because, you know, after you plant it, you get the dirt. Can't even use it on anything, really, so. Right, because once you've done that, let's see here. Once you've done the plant action is when then draw 4 cards. Lastly, all players activate their green abilities on their cards. Yeah, won't be able to plant after that. Okay, so that's done. So the final turn for Gaia is grow. And I guess once you also know about Gaia's action, you can kind of plan what you should do, because with this you get 2 growth. I should have, you know, I could just leave those. I could have skipped a growth turn, I suppose. You know, we almost completed our tableau though. We were only missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We were only missing 6 cards, so we gotten kind of far, because it's 4 times 4. So, get 2 growth. Oh, we do. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we do need the growth. This one here is complete. Oh, both of them get completed. Wow. Okay, so perfect. Oh, no, that's not mine. Mine's the purplish red. It doesn't matter, you know. I like to keep it consistent. There you go. So those 2 are completed. Nice. And then, so I selected 2 growth and activate yellow abilities, which I have 1 more dirt. I get 1 more dirt. And that's it. And then for her, she gets 7 growth plus 1 growth for every card that I draw this turn. But I chose to get growth instead of cards, so she's just stuck with 7 growth. But that's like the 7. 1. Oh, that's only 1. Okay, Jesus. That's actually already done. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Wow. 6, 7. Okay. Crazy. Gaia is scoring like crazy. Okay. All done. That's it. That's the final turn. The last action card from Gaia, and now the game is over. So let's see how we tally up the score. Okay, so Gaia won the first to finish. So Gaia gets the 7 points here. All right, let's see how to tally up the score. And there's like a little booklet in the game in the right here, but I'm gonna just take a picture of it using my tablet and do the scoring that way. It's right here. They have a scoring sheet, but I find that because it's a limited amount, I know that they I thought it was very clever, and that's what gave me the idea. I found on Etsy that they were selling these. I guess they're made with dry erase material, so they would copy these scoring sheets for all these board games, and then they sell them like that, and then you can just use your dry erase markers, and you just use it, and then after that you just erase it. But I was like, yeah, that's pretty clever, but I guess you can just take a picture of it using your phone or your tablet, and you can pretty much do the same thing, Just take a picture of it, and then, just write on your tablet or draw on your tablet. So that's what I'm going to do with this. Let me just draw. Take a picture of it, and I'll show you how it looks. And so it looks like this, and then you can just draw on top of it, So that way you save the so they're using that. You can just use this. And you can even save it if you want a record of it. Okay, yeah, this game is very fascinating. It's actually, out of all the board games that I have, this is I think the most interesting, more complex, and because each card is unique, it's and there's plenty of cards, plenty of these earth cards, the variety of the flora, fauna, ecosystem, climate, island. Yeah, there's a lot of depth in this one. It's really fun too, despite all the interruptions, Despite all of those interruptions from the little curl. It's why is it too bright? Why is this thing not having an issue with the brightness here? But anyway, yeah, despite all the interruptions, I really enjoy this one. This is a lot of fun. I'm not sure about limiting, the AI to just 6 cards. Maybe they could have expanded that a little more. But I think with the 6 cards, then you know which one is coming, and you can kind of... So I guess they want to add some predictability to it, but I think they could have maybe just randomized. There's got to be a way to just randomize the automatic bot behavior here, to give it a little bit more variety. Maybe instead of having just 6 cards, we have 24, and then we draw 12. Or something like that, you know what I'm saying, at random. So, every match, you also have that other random elements when it comes to, as a solo player, when it comes to fighting against or playing against Gaia. So But all right, let's get our points tallied up. Let's see how this works. Let me go to that page. After the final round is over, players add up their victory points, and the player with the most VP is the winner. Players can simultaneously calculate each row on the score pad, but we can recommend you record them one row at a time to avoid confusion. While counting the various components below, be sure not to mix up any piles or to clean up any play areas in case of a tie. These components are needed for so people are not tearing at each other's throat at the end of the match if they want to contest the result. But okay, so Gaia versus me, and I'll show the end result here. Oh no, not that. Go back here. Draw. X. Draw. Okay. So first player is Gaia. And then Chad. Okay. How do you make this thinner, the draw line? I need to use my tablet a little more, you know. It seems like that's kind of thick. This is what I have so far, see. Okay. So Gaia gets the main, what is this top one? Add the base VP from your island and climate cards with those all cards in your tableau. Do not include your event cards in your hand or in your compost. So event cards are not included. Okay. There's 0 anyway. Okay, Gaia doesn't have that. So X on Gaia on that. How do I reduce the... Oh, is it over here? No. How do you reduce the thickness of this? Style. Okay. Color mix. Basic pen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, what? No, that's not what I want. The thickness is the problem. Okay. Okay, nothing on Gaia for the base VP. Add the base VP from cards in your event space. This could be a negative value. Okay, so... What are all these icons? I don't understand any of these icons in the score sheet even. They, like in the manual, they didn't even... Why can't they just put in the manual the actual scoring sheet and what each of these icons mean? Let me show you the scoring sheet. It's like you don't know what those icons are. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what is this? What is this lightning icon? I don't even know what that shit is. I guess the winner? We'll just say the lightning icon is the winner with the 7 points. So maybe that. So I'll just give it to Gaia 7. Okay, and me 0. Okay. Let's take your Gaia. Well, and then for mine, it's 4 plus 6, 10. Okay. And Gaia doesn't even have that starting fucking thing. Okay. Add 1 VP per card in your compost. So that's 1 VP per card in your compost. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 32 for Gaia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 32. Okay. And then for me, oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pathetic. Gaia got 72 and I got 7. Okay. Branches is next, I think. Of sprout. They're not called branches, they're called sprouts. So 1 VP per sprout in your tableau. So let's go with Gaia's first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3. 21 plus 6. So 27. Okay. And then for me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So Gaia actually got 1 more than me. Okay. Next is 1 VP per trunk in your tableau. Unless the canopy has been placed, in which case score the canopy completion VP instead of 1 VP per trunk. Oh, okay. So, oh, this is a lot to calculate. I need my calculator. Ay. Okay, so for Gaia, 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2. Gaia got 34 trunk. And then for me, 3 plus 1 plus 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. 21. Gaia was 34. I'm 21 when it comes to the growth. Okay, number 6. Add VP from any terrain in your tableau with an endgame scoring bonus. Okay, any terrain in my tableau. So this is just for the player. Okay, so this is 2 points for every flora with 2 plus branch, 2 plus well, they're not called branches, sprouts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10. So 10 points from that. And then this one is 10 points in itself, the lake, plus 5 for every diagonal mushrooms. So 1, 2, 3. 3 diagonal mushrooms, so that's 15 plus 10, 25. So 35. And nothing for Gaia. Okay. And then add VP from any fulfill ecosystem objectives, including your personal ecosystem and 2 shared ecosystems. Oh, right here. 7 points per 2 flora, each with 6 or more. And then like with this one, like I said earlier, it doesn't even need for those sprout sections to be completed as long as they have the spots. So 7 for every flora with 6 open slots of sprouts. So this one is 5. This one is 6. So 1, 2. That's 7 points. This one has 6. 1, 2. So 14 points total. Okay. So 14 plus, let's check the other ones. I didn't even look at these up here. So 6 points for column in which each of the 4 cards have different different victory points. So I can't. The 4 that I have here, 2 shares 0. So they all have to be different victory points. So I don't get anything out of that. With this one, 4 points for every type of plant in one continuous line through diagonally adjacent cards. Line may turn, not backtrack. Okay, so it has to be diagonal, continuous. I only have 1 of that type, so yeah, not gonna get that bonus. So end up with just 14 for that. Oh, 14 for this one too, right? So 14 here, and then oh yeah, that's all. And then nothing for the other 2. And it doesn't matter for Gaia. Gaia doesn't have any of these. And then for the animal, for the fauna, Gaia got 15 plus 2. So 30 plus 15 plus 11. 56. And then I got just 11 plus... Oh, 11 plus 15 plus... Oh no, just... 30... Oh no, that's more... 56, is that right? 30 plus 15 plus 11. Yeah, 56 for Gaia. And for me, 15 plus 11. So 26. Okay, so this is what I got with the scoring sheet so far, and I'm going to tally it up. So, I'm not sure how good it's capturing, but that's what I got. But basically, yeah. It's just interesting that Gaia doesn't have points from, a lot, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different categories that Gaia is not participating in. So, well, actually not 5. It's just 1. It's actually just 3, because Gaia doesn't have this. So that's 1, and then Gaia doesn't have the beginning points for climate plus island. So Gaia doesn't have that from your island and climate. So only 2 things that Gaia doesn't have. So I guess they feel that that's still fair. What about the dirt? I guess, why would Gaia even have dirt? What's dirt for? Is there no, there's no points for dirt. What's up with that? What is the point with dirt? Why would Gaia get dirt? Is what I want to know. Oh, I think it's for points. So 10, no, 10 dirt equals 5. Oh, where every 10 dirt, Gaia gets 5 of these. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. But what about the oh, so when it flips, when we know what the card is, it doesn't even count for anything. Wow. So only the compost, even for Gaia. So these for Gaia, it doesn't even mean anything. Why does it say? What is that? What is this symbol? There's this. Oh. This is for Gaia. Oh, Gaia actually. It includes this. Why do I put 7 in there? What is 7? Mine? 7? Okay, I put the wrong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So Gaia actually, Gaia's was... No, what is this? What is this? Oh, the card that we have in our hand. Okay, so this is considered like, okay, I see. So for Gaia, everything becomes positive instead of negative points. So we count the victory points from these. Okay, well, that's gonna be pretty fucked up. So let's see. Okay, so that's 2. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, let me process Gaia's real quick. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1, 0 plus 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. Any negative points for Gaia becomes positive. Plus 7. Is this only for event cards that gets point? I don't understand, but let me just calculate all of this real quick. Plus 2. Plus 10 plus 10. 48. Because why does it say negative? I think it's just saying any negative points from event becomes a positive point for Gaia. I think that's what it's trying to say, because I don't think the other cards have negative points. But how come there's no, what is the category for that? VP from cards in your event space. This could be a negative. Event space is right here. So only event. So for Gaia, it's also only event. Everything else is not calculated or tallied. So only the events. If that's the case, then that's 2. Only 2 points? Okay, this is confusing. I mean, what's the point of having these then? It doesn't count. Okay, let me read this. Maybe there's a... Oh, solo mode scoring. Okay, let me look into that real quick. Once the game has ended, you will score VP the same way as in standard game. However, Gaia will score points as follows. Okay. Add the base VP card from all cards in a face-up scoring pile including event cards, negative values. Okay, so that's correct. So what is the total there? Oh, don't tell me that 48. So she got 48 for that. Okay. Add one VP per sprout. We already did that. Add one VP per trunk or canopy completion. One VP per card in the compost. We did that. And then one VP from leaf tokens placed on the fauna board. Okay, we already did that too. Okay. All right, so everything's good. Gaia does not score any bonus from terrain or ecosystem cards. So I was right. So that... what is this first one? Okay. Oh, but she gets a victory point. 48. Where do you put the victory points? Over here, maybe. 7. Event space. Okay, that's the event space. All right. Are you back, little girl? Yes, I knew you would be back. You need to go boo-boo. Okay. Let me just tally this up and see what happens. Give me a second, baby. I'm almost done here. And it's almost time for you to eat anyway, so... Oh, God. So 7 plus 48... plus, and we don't get anything from our hand. The cards are left in our hands, actually. So we don't get anything from our pile, but she does. It's pretty fucked up. So we need to play more event. But event cards usually they have 0 value. So 7 plus 48 plus 32. Hold on, baby. Plus. I have nothing over there, baby, but wires. Please don't go over there. Please. Please. Thank you. For some weird reason, she likes to go close to my entertainment center. She already pulled some wires like a couple of weeks or last week, pulling my small monitors off the freaking entertainment center. It's like, and she just loves going over there. I don't know what it is. Almost done here, baby. 27 plus 34 plus 56. So her total is 204. And mine is 10 plus 7 plus 26 plus 21 plus 35 plus 14 plus 26. Okay, so the final score is 204, Gaia 139. You probably can't see it. Yeah, 204 Gaia, 139 me. So I lost. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, it doesn't say anywhere that you have to count, the cards that you have here. But I think that's correct, because if that's the case, people are just going to draw cards. You know what I'm saying? All they're doing is just draw as many cards as possible. So it makes sense. But for Gaia, I guess it's a way for her for scoring. But yeah, that's rough. So what was the difference? It's like 100 points difference. I didn't save it. Ah, come on. I forgot to save it. But yeah, I guess I can go to my stream and check it out. But I forgot to hit save before I close this. But so yeah, 200 something versus 120 something, I believe. But bottom line, I lost. But game is pretty fun. I would definitely play it again. It's beautiful to look at. Fun little components. These things are pretty wonky though. It's easy to topple them. The growth and the canopy. But yeah, very cool game. I'm glad that I got it, and now playing it for the first time. I'm so happy with this game. So it's definitely a lot more fun than Sky Tier Horror. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go take care of that little girl. Until next time. Bye bye.